What's up guys, and welcome to the vlog. Today is a big day. I'm going to be driving my silver RX7 for the second time ever. I'm going to be driving quite far. It's about 120 kilometer round trip that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get this car re-stamped with a new VIN number because that's some stupid law that we have here that I need to do on this car. So one, I've got a GoPro set up here. It's going to be doing my face cam thing. Two, I've got another camera that's going to be set up at the back here, and maybe I'll rotate some of the views. I was trying to mount this R-Magic holder thing, so I'm not blaming anyone, no one's fault. It just doesn't damn well stick. So first of all, I tried some cheap Saint Cobain double-sided tape that I had lying around. It was quite thin. That obviously didn't work, so I went and bought the stuff that I usually buy to hold up things. No more nails, Patex. So one roll equals 80 kgs. Just doesn't damn well stick. I've cleaned the hell out of the dashboard. It sticks well on this car, but it just doesn't stick on the dashboard. So just before I started recording, here's a little piece that I cut off. See, it doesn't freaking stick. It'll stick anywhere else. There. Now it's hard to get off. So weird. I don't know if there was some stuff that was used to clean this dashboard, like some leather cleaner or something, but I've washed it down like 4 times now. Thinking about putting some rubbing alcohol, but I don't know if it'll do anything to this area. Guys, I just made it to the new house in the RX7. I decided to bring it here just to see if the clearance would be okay, because I had issues with the driveway. So coming down in the GTR, I got my diff stuck and I got my exhaust stuck, so it was pretty damn scary coming through. So we redid the entire driveway coming down, and we're going to be redoing the rest of the driveway too. So I figured this car's pretty low, might as well bring it in. Let me show you guys the clearance just before I hit the garage. Now bear in mind, this car is stock standard. I don't have coilovers on it. It is, however, the Type RS, so it's slightly lower. But I've got like 3 fingers.
That's what she said!
12 seconds later.
So 2 annoying things that have happened with the RX7 so far. One, I tried to wash my windscreen and the windscreen wiper got caught. And it got caught underneath the other one, so I'm suspecting the bush on this one is gone, just like the black car. And it got caught underneath, and when I tried to pull, it is now bent, so now it's kind of in my point of view of the road. Freaking annoying. Second thing, I don't think I've got any power. I've got pretty much no boost. I've tried getting to 4,500, it's just very, very linear, so there must be something wrong. Maybe a vacuum line or something that's out. I just got hooted at by someone, got a thumbs up. It's my second thumbs up in an RX7. Got one in the black one, got one in this one. How's it? No ways, I just bought it. No, sorry. It's such a boring drive, sorry guys. I figured I'd at least get on the freeway and boost a little bit. 1, I have no boost. 2, I can't get on the freaking freeway. Tried hitting it again up this last hill and don't have power. It feels like it's just running at actuator boost and very linear all the way to 5,500. Doesn't even feel like that second turbo's kicking in. Anyway, I'm not too bothered. The car's driving. That's all that matters. I'm only now just getting onto the freeway, or the highway as you guys call it. But I have no boost, so I can't do anything. This vlog has gone totally in the opposite direction I thought it would be. I was actually like playing it in my head yesterday, exactly how I want to do it. I want to get to the house, I want to film with my handheld thing, and then do this and do that, and it's gone the complete opposite direction. Well, for the first time ever, I've put the car in 5th gear and doing 110 in the 120 zone. Car feels smooth. Definitely does need wheel alignment. It's pulling slightly to the left, and wheels need balancing. Other than that, the car feels good. Let's do a quick test. So I've just dropped now to 4th gear, and I'm sitting at exactly 4,000 RPM, and I'm sitting at about 110. I'm going to put my foot down now. Okay, second turbo is working. Okay, let's change lanes and do a test here. So I'm sitting at 4,000 RPM, 110, put my foot down right now. Still nothing. Second turbo, 4,500. Now I'm going to try 3rd gear, 4,500. I'm sitting at about 90 k's an hour. Oh shit, okay, it is working. Fuck me, that's quick. For a completely stock car, that is freaking fast. Yeah, I've driven some pretty decent cars. I mean, I own a GTR. It's not the slowest around, it's not the fastest either. I've driven a 911 Turbo, June 350Z. Anyway, a couple fast cars. And this is stock, and it feels pretty scary when the second turbo kicks in. Shit, okay, so something must be wrong with the small turbo, because when I'm on, and I actually think, if I recall correctly, and I'll probably throw it in this edit, in the first video that I made, I think I said the first turbo is not working. It just doesn't feel like there's any puff. Holy shit, when the second turbo kicks in, it's damn strong. You guys are probably thinking, oh, what the hell, it's a stock car. That's not the point. It's super light, low center of gravity. It feels like you're flying. So when I looked down, I mean, I saw my speed, and it wasn't a crazy speed, but it just felt so damn fast because of my low center of gravity, the weight of the car. All of that added together, and it just makes this car feel so damn fast. I'm so glad I got to go on the freeway now. That second turbo really, really pulls. I got a little bit of traffic in front of me, but I'm going to go 3rd gear, just under 5,000, booting it. 120, 140. God damn, this car's quick. I'll do it again. I'm sitting just under 5,000, just under 100 k's, smashing it. 7,000 RPM, 120, 130, 140, 160, holy shit. I can only imagine what a single turbo version of this car feels like. I know that dude in blue just did a review now on a 400 horsepower single turbo. That must have been ridiculous. And there's a lot of you guys who are subscribed to my channel who have single turbo conversions. Jason White, you're one of the dudes. He's a friend of mine, he lives in Sweden, and he's got a single turbo, it needs to be tuned, there's a couple of things need to be done with it. I can only imagine how fast your car is. The second turbo is pretty crazy for a stock car. I still, obviously on paper, and not just on paper, but if I had to do a race, and I think I should organize one now, but race against my GTR and this, do like a top end type run, my GTR will definitely flatten this car, but you feel more in control at high speed in the GTR. I think this feels a lot better around corners because the GTR has high CAS and all that sort of crap. But what this car has going for it, like I've mentioned, is the weight and all that sort of stuff versus the GTR. It just feels freaky fast. I mean, my temperatures are pretty decent. I've been checking my Apex, the Power FC occasionally, and I mean currently now it's sitting at 97. I've boosted it like 4 or 5 times now. Now I see why a lot of people say be very careful around corners when that second turbo kicks in. I now understand. One more pull, last one for the boys. 7,000 RPM, 160. I'm on a private road, just by the by. That was third gear. I think. Sorry, it was just over 7. I hit about 7,500 RPM, and I just tapped 160. That is quick. So I'm pretty much here. I'm in an area called Prospecton. This is the police pound. This is where they impound cars. If you're doing something wrong, they take your cars, they put them here. I don't know if they crush them here, or if it's just storage. I actually had one of my Subarus impounded, and the car sat here for, I think it was about a month and a half. It was in 2006 or 2007. I've actually still got the impound notice, and myself and my mate got locked up and thrown into a holding cell. It's a long story, but I got my car taken away from me and impounded. And I'm actually thinking of doing a series when I move into the house and get some good lighting and a good seating, and doing something called storytelling or story time. I don't know the name yet, but basically just sit down, and I've got some pretty wild stories to tell you guys. Like, for example, the first time I had a car accident, the only time I had a car accident, I wrote off my 05 WRX. There's photos on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. It's at NelKelJDM. You go have a look at that. Anyway, so that's just an idea for some new content. Shit, I'm so keen to start modifying and working on this car now. I've got those gauges that I need to throw onto the car. I know it's boring stuff, but I bought gauge pod holders, and I need that to be in front of me so I can actually see what's going on. Apexi Pyro FC, I need to get that R Magic holder on. There's probably, like I mentioned in the beginning, there must be some residue on here of something, and I just need to clean it a bit better, maybe some rubbing alcohol. I'll try it in a small corner of the car first before I go wild. Exhaust needs to come on, intake needs to come on. I need to tune the Apexi Pyro FC. Okay, thanks, man. What is the time now? Do you know?
10 o'clock.
10. Right, I'm back on the highway. A little bit annoyed. So, to get this VIN number, you have to make a booking a day prior or 2 days before, which I did. I phoned through on the Monday, and I said I'm going to be coming through with the car Tuesday or Wednesday. The latest Wednesday, which is today, and I'll be needing a new VIN number, 17-digit VIN number for this vehicle. I said no problem. They're going to order a whole lot of them. I don't know exactly how the system works, but they say they order a bunch of them, and then they allocate them to cars, etc. Apparently, I mean, I got here quite late now, but apparently someone came in early this morning with a fleet of cars that needed VIN numbers, and they assigned all the damn VIN numbers to them, and they had nothing left for me. So again, I'm one out of pocket for fuel and all sorts of stuff just to get to where I got. Now I've got to drive back here again tomorrow.
2 hours later.
Hey guys, it's like 7:30 something PM. I parked the car off, I took my Duke, I went back to work, carried on for the day, and then I had to come back here for something else, but I noticed a whole lot of water behind the RX7 where I parked it, and I went to go take a look, and you guessed it, the AST split. So this is actually the AST from that car. I don't have time to fix it. And I did say, I think about 3 vlogs ago, when I actually fixed, well, I did a temporary fix, and we just fixed that little nozzle thing on there. I didn't bother doing this because all I needed to do was just get to the testing center and then back, and that's exactly what the car did. I drove 100 plus kilometers today. Car's perfect, boosted nicely. Second turbo is boosting nicely. I don't know if the first turbo boosts like that. I must actually drive the black car again and see what it feels like. But the first turbo is pretty poor. The second turbo kicks hard. It's really cool. And yeah, well, something happened. Probably all the heat when the bonnet was closed and the car switched off, and the glue just kind of unsettled itself, and yeah, it fell apart. I don't have it with me now. I took it off earlier, It's at the other house. So yeah, anyway, I'm moving things from the black car across here because I have to go do this police clearance tomorrow without fail. So yeah guys, that's it.
I cannot tell.